Hello, and welcome to another art stream. I'm going to be doing some random challenges, so, and then I'll be doing some comic work and probably maybe a little bit of a work on some stuff for the channel. Like I was going to do some work on some things like for the Twitch stream. Like I'm trying to decide what to make the followers. I was thinking about making them little wisps, but I don't. So many people do that. I'm not sure how to make mine unique. So I'll have to think of something. But yeah, I'll have to think of something. But let's just start a new page. Found this great pen. Wee woo! It doesn't lag. So, okay, 1 second. Hello, and thanks for dropping in. Hi. Glad you can make it. Gonna be doing a random character challenge to start off the stream, and maybe do some comic pages after that. So, let's see if I can find where is it? Here it is. Nope. Not that one. Here it is. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Generate. Okay, a Cobalt Paladin. Huh. Okay. I don't really know how to draw. They're just little guys, so it's a little guy. Oops, come on, brush. This was working. I was just saying how this brush is really good, and then hopefully this stream doesn't prove me wrong. Because I think last time I was just using brushes that were really high on, that they demanded a lot from the computer, and adding on streaming to them kind of messed things up for them. Well, I'm gonna draw him in a boring pose, like a standard pose, and then once I figure out what he looks like, then I'll figure out what to do with. Maybe he's a little guy, but he's got like big gear and some spots. Like he's got a. Stop it! Oh my gosh, why is everything going off right now? Ah! It's like. Oh, no problem. Yeah. What else am I working on? Well, here's some stuff I've been working on this week. I've been working on stuff for my Twitch stream, which is on tomorrow. So at 7 p.m. So I'm like doing a more cartoon version of my character for the promotion stuff. And might become what I use for when I move on to doing the VTuber model. I might make him. I clean that one up a little bit more, which I might just say is done, close to being done, because it was just for an OC challenge. I'm working on her page. Thanks. Oops. It's hard to read. Yeah. Right. I've had that happen too for other people's streams. I just need to make it like part of the banner, and although it sounds like you know exact, it's not about not knowing what time it is. It's just unfortunately just missing it sometimes. Yeah, got a little bit further with this guy, and then I'm working on an updated version of my guy here. I thought the wings would kind of look cool if I could make them more pronounced, but I'm gonna try and maybe animate them if I can. I'm gonna try and find a way to do that instead of them just like flapping up and down. I'm gonna try and make them on a cycle where they're just like they're not attached to my blinking. They're just kind of on a loop that's like delayed and just happens randomly, like maybe like every like minute and a half or something. I just started a page for the comic, which I'll work on after this, and yeah. So you really haven't missed too much. I think. Let me see if there was anything else. I think that was pretty much the majority of it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Because everything else is pretty much just a few pages I was working on. Like, I'm trying to think what I started. I think I started on, well, I'll open those after the challenge, but there was a couple pages I had been working on a little bit. But I was having a lot of trouble last stream, too, with brushes that were lagging, so that's why I'm going to try and just stick to well, this one's being kind of annoying too, but it's not as bad. Let's see. Oops, I'm in the way. Of course, I picked the one side to there. I put them on the side of the panel that's not visible, of course. Maybe put his head up a little bit so he's. I decided to get to resubscribe to Netflix just for Delicious in Dungeon because I started watching that last week and I liked it a lot. I mean, I'll have to watch it with commercials, but whatever. It's fine. I really don't want to pay them that much money. Was it like $16 to do it without? Oh no! Did you go at the fireworks and get them there, or was it from something like yard work today? Because I've definitely had it in both those situations. Oops. Oh my gosh, Avast, stop it. Avast is trying to drive me crazy right now. Quit. 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 Oops. Oops. Okay. Oh, that's another thing I could do on one of these streams is practice drawing different clothing because that was one thing I want to improve on too. So If I if I get really stumped with why does it do that every time I come back to the screen? Yeah, if I get stumped on the comic, maybe I'll do that. So I could always use a little practice, like improving on that. Every time I think about kobolds, I think about the in the Mighty Nine, where they had that one guest that came in, and then like that kobold lasted like 2 minutes. Oh yeah, anywhere near water, you're just gonna become food for like mosquitoes and other small flies that love that lay their eggs in that water. Definitely done that because I remember sometimes I would go into wading across ponds for fun, but the problem is if you go certain time, if it's on certain days, there would just be so many bugs that you just kind of would look around and be like, nah, not worth it. It's like this is just gonna be, plus mainly because it was also like we had a ways that we had to walk after, probably like with you with your friend, we had to walk a good ways after we were near the water if we stepped into it. So definitely changed our decision. Oh, it doesn't matter. They'll go right. They can go right through anything usually. Like mosquitoes, especially, their noses are long enough that they can just go right through your clothing. I know that from like many Fourth of July's. Like because we had to walk through the woods behind my house, my parents' house to get there back in the day, and we would come back like just covered in bites. Maybe he's like I don't know what the sigil for. Let's see if I can find that actually. So like sigils for gods in D&D. Oh, neat. Here we go. Myth is healing. Oh, okay. Okay. This is different kinds of. Nope. I guess there's so many that it really doesn't matter. I don't want to accidentally pick an evil one for a... Well, I guess paladins can be dark paladins, so... And there's neutral ones too, so... I just know from the campaigns I listened to that like the Radiant Dragon is one that I was thinking might be fun to use, but ooh, what if I that would be a fun mix maybe. Although this is a Cobalt, so it can't really be. Those aren't in Elder Ring. I mean Elder Soul, yeah, Scrolls, Elder Souls. It's like no, that's the mod I have. Yeah, yeah, they are. They're meddlesome little things. But they feed a lot of animals, I guess, so they have some purpose, I suppose. Just would be nice if they weren't also carriers of disease. Actually, I'm kind of liking this pose just as is. I don't know if I even need to do too much with this guy. Oh, definitely. Well, as long as you're not like threatening their, as long as you're away from their hive and you're not threatening them, yeah, bees are pretty chill. I can't think of the last time I haven't been stung since I was a kid, and that was because I was covered in. Because being a kid, I was covered in sweets. I had like a popsicle, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna eat this in the outdoor and just like eat it like a kid, where you just like rub it on your face to absorb it. so, so the bee's just like, huh, this mammal is is delicious. And then it got scared and stung me. Also didn't help that we had like them living in the oh no, that was wasps. I was gonna say we had them living in the swing set we had, but that was a wasp hive. That was not fun. I was gonna make it look like a symbol. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it's. Or, well, if I wanted to. No, I want to stick with this. This is more original. It's just something I'm thinking up, so I like it better. Do, do, do. But yeah, as for fireworks these days, I don't really like to go to them anymore because, fortunately, they've just started to bug. Like, I get really, they really bother my eyes these days. So, I'd rather just listen to them in the distance. There we go. Yeah, right. I'm having fun with this guy. I didn't know that I would like, because Cobalt always seems like a class. I've only seen them as like enemies, so I've never seen someone play as one except for in the Mighty Nine, and that was like the shortest campaign like character I've seen cameo I've ever seen. To be fair though, it was a Cobalt versus a fire giant, so it was not meant to be. It was squish. That guy was. That guess was really funny. Where he's just like, How old is your character? 5 years. How old do kobolds usually live? 5 years. He was right. I'm excited to see more development on that as a show. It's like Vox Machina has been a really fun show, so I'm sure Mighty Nine will be even better. Although, I mean, I've been listening to the Vox Machina campaign and watching some of their older episodes, or I mean, their sessions, and that one's really good too. Like, it's even they obviously had to leave some stuff out of the show because it's otherwise it would be. There's no way to make room for that. do, 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 do. Just come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, come on, quit it. No. Oh, there we go. Okay. For some reason it was being weird there for a second. Maybe it has, that there. And then on the shield it has a dragon. Come on, why is it doing this? There we go. For a second it was trying to fight me on like making a nice clean small wine, and that's all I want. Yeah, it's like a oh, the yeah, it's still in the works, and so me telling you this now is probably like it's gonna be like I bet not till like probably next year. I'm guessing they'll have more announcements about it at the next. And that's what I am assuming, because that way I'm not disappointed when I have to wait. But I'm fine waiting. I mean, I still have to listen to the entire Vox Machina campaign, and they're finishing up the. I think they're pretty close to finishing up the third campaign. So, I think it feels like it. Take that part off. There we go. Nice. cool. This came out really good. I'm really happy with how this one, like, for a character, I mean, for a species I don't draw. Oh, wait, actually, do they have, I'm gonna check something out. I think they have the bird legs, if I want to check out. Oops, I can't spell. Oops. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, they do. Oops. It's an easy fix. It just means I have to make the knee higher. So this will be the knee. Here. And then you have the leg go back this way, and then forward this way. Oops. Okay, so it goes back and forward. I gotta fix this. I almost had it. So always makes things a little more complex. Maybe I could just change this a little bit. There. Yeah. You don't mess with geese. They're they. I have some at a park I go to, and they own the place pretty much. Like, they don't care. The humans walk around them, but they don't care. They're just like, yeah, whatever. Like, we let you be here. There we go. See, that wasn't too bad. Doing that. We just starting to get better at drawing these feet. It's one of those things you have to just get used to. I think like redrawing my my PNG tuber helped a little bit because I had to do that pose, and that kind of forced me to try something out, like try and learn how to make it look nice at an angle. So there we go. Okay, I like them. Cool. Oh wait, one more thing. Can add more to a little bit more to his tail, just so it there, and then just like maybe a scaliness on the top part of it, and a there. Cool. Nice. Let's see what next character should be. Got that one done pretty quick, actually, for a creature I don't draw. I don't like these guys. Oh, okay, a dwarf. Hill Dwarf Wizard. Okay. Actually, this would be a fun duo. So I'm going to put them on the same page. I think he's about the same, maybe a little bit taller. This is a... okay, yeah. Do, do. Thanks. Yeah, I'll color him in with once I get all the concepts finished up, but I figure I'll... I don't even know. I might even like take both of these and put them in a different pose completely after I get them figured out. But I figure this way I can at least concept them out quick. He's a... what was he again? One sec. Artisan or guild member? Okay, he's a better... I'm doing a little bit more for this one only because... I mean, I'm looking more into the description because dwarves are a little bit more, like been in... They're more familiar for me, so I don't want to just go generic. Maybe I'll make him bald, actually. The guy in the picture that they have has hair, but I'm going to give him just a beard. And that's it. Like, all of his hair's on his face. Maybe a little bit of like going up on the sides. That's it. He's like that strict, older kind of character. Thanks. Actually, that'd be kind of fun. I like that idea, like the Wolverine kind of like hair like poking out the sides. I swear I've seen that on a dwarf somewhere, but it's okay. It's impossible not to copy a dwarf from somewhere. They're in like every book and story imaginable, so they constantly show up in anime too, so it's like, if I'm copying something a little bit, it's okay. Because nothing's 100% original. It's just as long as I don't just trace. That's what I don't want to do. Maybe it's like a satchel on his side. It normally keeps the book in. casting spells in the air by doing runes, like in a was that in in Morrowind they did that. I thought that looked always pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that's a thing in D&D too. That sometimes characters can like do gestural. There's gestural components for some spells, and there's verbal components for other spells. But oops. It's fun playing with the shape, though. I think that's kind of why I like these. Like, it's fun challenging myself with these kind of characters, because usually I just draw humans. But like, dwarfs are squat, and kobolds are too. So. Nice. Oh, what does that make me think of? That sounds cool either way. In any case, yeah, I like that. I think offhand the closest thing I can compare that to is in Kiki's Delivery Service. There's that older woman who she's like an older in relative terms. Like she's still just a young adult pretty much. I think she's like maybe in her at most probably her 40s or something like that. Not young, I guess, but anyway, she's just living in the woods, and I think she started rumors just so that people would leave her alone. If I remember right, like that she's like the crow lady or something. Oh, my opinion, crows are awesome, so I'd be like, oh cool, I want to meet the person who's the crow lady. Probably a fun person. Because corvids are interesting. The gesture I did for this hand, it was done so quick that I'm kind of lost in what I did. Like, it looks good, it's just kind of like, it's one of those things where you just draw something so fast that it's like, I think this is what I was going for? I wonder if they have to put spells on their books so that they like laminate spells so that they don't get wet all the time and degrade. Right? Crows are cool. In fact, maybe I'll make that as familiar. I'll just have a crow on the shoulder. Or like a raven. For him, that would probably be a crow because since he's a smaller guy. So. Yeah, gives him a little more personality too, since he's an interesting, a unique companion. Maybe a little light enough. Oh, favorite. Oh, that's hard. I'd say, but I'd have to say, um, hmm, probably Castle in the Sky. Even though like Spirited Away was my first favorite one, because that was the first one where I mean, I the first one I ever saw was Princess Mononoke, which was a crazy one to start with because I was like, "Whoa, these are violent," and then I saw like the later ones, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, they're not all this." And I don't mean violent in a bad way. I just mean like it was him showing more of like um, just a more like straightforward like the version of what his feelings on like war and man versus nature versus like later ones where it would be kind of like a part of it, but it wouldn't be as big of a part of it. What about you? Which one's your favorite? Because there's no wrong answer. They're all awesome. Oops. I think the one that surprised me the most on how much I liked it was Kiki's Delivery Service. Honestly, because when I saw My Neighbor Totoro, I knew it was going to be like fun. I knew I was going to have a fun time with that one, even though it's aimed at younger kids. It's still I knew it was going to be a fun adventure. But Kiki's Delivery Service, I didn't see any of the marketing, so I didn't know what to expect. And then when I saw it, I was like, "This is really good." I was just surprised how much I liked that one. I think I put more into the crow than into the character. Oops, this is a little bit off. That's off. I think other than that, I'm trying to think what I would. I think the one that because I don't dislike any of them, although I haven't seen all of them. I haven't seen Poco Rosso, but I hear that's good. I haven't seen or Yester yes, was it Yesterday's, which is one of his earliest ones, or and I haven't seen um, Pompoko, which is here that one's kind of funny. I think it's just the voice actors in yeah, it's so good though. Yeah, it was really a nice story, and the voice cast for the English dub was really good. I think I saw it in both. I think I saw the English and the Japanese for that, and they were both really good. Because at the time, those weren't really. When I saw it, that was one of the first films I had ever seen that was like from a Japanese studio in a American movie theater, and it was like a oops, no, don't get rid of that. It was like an indie film place that showed the movie, so I had to like go out of my way to see it. But it was worth it because I had to go to like a special theater in the city to watch it. Because by the time like Howl's Moving Castle came out, they were finally starting to show those in a lot of theaters because Disney had like really started. I think Lasseter started to push them into other theaters because he knew they were really popular, that they would be popular, and I'm glad because he was right. I'm pretty sure those did really good. Because each one I have reasons to like each of them, but like I think it was just like Castle in the Sky was cool because Mark Hamill's the villain, and like I just like the two kids who are the main characters. Like they both are have their own backstories, and they just feel like they're just like your '80s kids on an adventure kind of storyline. So I just kind of like that. Man, oops. But yeah, that was really cool. I think Studio Ponce, like one of the things that I saw today that was like the final reason why I wanted to get back into watching. I mean, getting Netflix was actually because Studio Ponce has a new release. It's called Imagine. I think it's called like Imaginary, and I wanted to check it out and see if it was any good. Because I don't know. We'll see if I don't remember. I wasn't too. I hope this isn't too controversial, but I wasn't that big of a fan of that last one they did. The oh, what was it called? The one about the girl who's a witch. Um, and then there was that 3D one. There's been two ones about witches, and one was traditional and one was hand drawn, and both of them were not great. Like they weren't bad. They just, although I've heard that the other one wasn't. That some people had complaints about the 3D one, but that's because I think they jumped into 3D too early. Like, it's fine for doing TV shows, but for like Oh, full scale movie. You don't want to jump into that too early. Okay, let's do another one. Let's see, what time is it? Okay. I'll do one more. Ooh, and on an orc. Oh, a half orc. Barbarian. Oh, cool. Okay. So, let's do this just on a new layer. So I'll just get this stuff out of the way. Is this and this is going to be a cool female orc, so I get to draw something other than just guys. Yay! Oh, okay. Superstitious character too. That's kind of fun. Half orc, superstitious. I kind of want to give her a spear. I feel like not. I can't remember if I did that with the other party, but of characters I did, but I don't think they did. So giving her like a pole arm, I feel is a good weapon for someone who's really strong. So, yeah. Yeah, it kind of is something where you kind of just I try and bounce between them because like for a while was only I did kind of fall into drawing like just girls actually for a little while, so I or actually no, I think I've always kind of been both, but I think I kind of leaned more towards drawing like female characters, but I have fun with both, honestly, though. I think that there's a way to do. Maybe I'll give her more. Since I'm playing with forms, maybe I'm going to give her more of a pear shape. So she'll just have like bigger hips. Bigger gut area, bigger stomach area, because she's gonna have a lot of muscles in her abs, so she's gonna be. I think my problem is I don't draw enough. Yeah, see, what you're saying is the kind of guys I haven't drawn much of, and I'm trying to do that for my comic because I want to make in this I want to make this one character who's going to show up in the comic who's going to be like a kind of like a minor antagonist or like kind of just like a like clearly just someone in their way kind of character who thinks he's like a Gaston kind of character where he thinks he's the hero of of the town and the great protector because he's like part of this like holy order of knights, but he got in with money, so I wanted to make him like this pretty boy. And the main character, she likes him for a second and then realizes what he is and is like, oh, okay, you're horrible. Never mind. Also, a nice thing about my comic is that since it's it's a disaster movie mixed with a with fantasy. I don't really have the characters don't have enough time to for there to be really a romance story on the side. So I can play around and learn from this storyline to by putting maybe in like hints of one, but not really have to worry about it being a huge part of the story. Because really, the story's about family. So I like her pose. Kind of boring. What should she be wearing though? Yeah, that's what. Yes, that you read my mind kind of. I want him to make like the almost like that guy from Shrek, Prince Charming kind of character, where he's just clearly just everything about him has been like taught to him by other people on how to act and how to be, and he has no character of his own, and he's just kind of secretly a pretty terrible person. So what should I do for? See, she's superstitious, so maybe I'll make like make like on the sides of her belt she's got garlic, and maybe her she's got this bracer that is silver. It's covered in spikes, so she can like. Shoot. I don't think what I should do for the hair though. Let's look at some hairstyles for her. She's yeah, for sure. Eating garlic bread. Mmm. Let's see. Get some references for hairstyles. Although, I don't know if I should trust this website, but we'll try. Oops. I hear that Pinterest is turning more into like all AI and... One second. There. It's gotten cool enough in here I can turn off the air conditioner. But I hear that it's gotten kind of AI, so I don't know if it's... Some people don't like it as much as they used to. Let's see, what should I do for this character? Maybe, trying to decide between long or short hair for her. Because I like long hair, but... Oh, no, that doesn't work. Let's see. Maybe something like that. Maybe just a simple. Whoops. Quit it. Simple, like loose hair going like that. Whoops. Like up in a ponytail. It's I don't know if she would like that though, because it probably would. Whatever. It's just for design. I don't care. I'd be like, for practicality, that would probably get in her face a lot, but it's just a. I don't need to worry about that. If I was drawing a character that was going to be played, I probably would care a little bit more, but eh. I think half orcs still have the tusks, I think, so I'll give her those. I mean, what? Otherwise, how would you know that they're half orcs? Or how would you know there was any orc in them if they didn't have something like that? Boop, 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 boop. He's got like a sigil here, or like a cool necklace that's got like a her deity kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, it works. It's not kind of like that. I'm just going to clean her up. That was my air conditioner. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah, it's really loud, but I'll melt if it's not on for part of it. I'm trying to be careful now that it's off because I don't want to start like sounding like I'm screaming into the. Ah, cat's ah, my ears. Because I did that last stream actually. My Windows updated, and of course every time it does that, it's just like, hey, guess what? Like, now all your settings that you had nicely set up for your streaming are all backwards and bad. Thank you. Thank you for slowing things down, Windows, as usual. At least now I know where to look to change it back. Right? Yeah, I think it does that to me too. That's kind of why I like to turn it on and off throughout the day, just to keep myself alert. I'll deal with a little bit of heat if it means I can stay focused. Knife on her hip. And maybe another knife in her boot. This is a very superstitious person. She's going to be like armed to the teeth with knives. She's wearing a breastplate, and then underneath it she's got chainmail. I like chainmail. It looks pretty cool. Give her like a covering here. Maybe I'll make it so it's just like a... She's a farmer. She's not a traveling warrior, so I'll give her... She can keep pants. She gets to wear pants. She's a farmer. She's gonna want... She's gonna be used to wearing like something that's more practical. And she's an artist, so I'm gonna make this. She's gonna have her instead of a. She's gonna have this like tattoo going down her arm. That maybe will be like. It'll be something. I don't know what it is. You only see part of it, so I'm cheating. I never really make tattoos a big part of characters. That's something maybe I will do in the future. Look into that, but which is funny because every time someone talks to me about my art, they're like, "Oh, you should be a tattoo artist," and I'm like, "Really?" That's the last thing I usually look at when I'm making a character design. So I don't know if I'm your guy. Well, thanks for staying or for sticking with me for this long. I really appreciate having some company while I work. It's always fun having someone to talk to. So yeah, I'll be on again Wednesday, or if you want to, I have my SRD illustration on Twitch tomorrow. So, and if you miss it, you can always just watch I post the stream on here on this channel on Mondays, so feel free to just watch that if you want to. Either way works for me. But have a good night. This is pretty good. I think I might just move on to the next challenge, which is I was going to do some of the July 5 stuff. I'll refine her a little bit more when I get. Maybe I'll give her like a hint of face paint here. Like, just for. I know I didn't do color for the other ones, but maybe I'll give her like. Yeah, like a dark turquoise kind of thing, like going over this side of her face. Yeah, okay. And then it can be part of this too. Maybe she's got like a wolf head on her arm. That would be kind of cool. Just something nice and simple. Even though that kind of goes against what I was saying about her being artistic. But I can always do more things like put designs in her armor and stuff, like maybe give her like some kind of like Celtic design on going down her pauldrons. This is very rough, just so I can have it in there as a placeholder. So I know they're more complicated than this, but I just thought it would be kind of fun to put that in there just for now. Okay. And so now let's move on to I love this pen. Is so great. I'm not getting very like the worst thing that's happening is when I first put it on the canvas, it's really big, but that I'm fine with that. Like, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because now that I don't have the fan, it's kind of exploding a little bit. There we go. But let's see what July Fi says today is. Let's go to Instagram. Let's see if he's around too. Never answers his text anymore though, but we can try. Oh no, he's not. Never mind. I forgot why he's not. July 5. Okay, where's the list? Where's the list? Where's the list? Here it is. Okay, today's goo? Really? Okay. That could work for my character though. That would be kind of a fun thing to do, where he's just kind of like I was just playing some of Sunhaven, and there was someone trapped in a giant blob of goo, so maybe I'll make my character, my PNG Tuber character, stuck in goo. That'd be kind of fun. Like a living slime. He's getting very angry. He angry. Do, 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 do. Hippity-pitty. Yeah, because look at how much nicer this pen is with just like rendering things. Oh no, 1 second. Need some more water. Okay. Great. As I was saying, it just makes doing the small details from a distance is just a. I like to draw this way better because when you do this, like only a few people are going to look at something. I mean, this is okay, but no one's going to look any closer than this, other than the creator probably, or if you sell it to someone, maybe they'll look that close. But other than that, kind of push his expression as far as I can. So I'm making some emotes for this character right now, so I've been just playing around with like how to cartoonize him and push his emotions as far as possible. That looks better. If he's this far forward, it'd be probably this. His arm's way longer than that, so I'm going to be making it going out like this. Maybe even like this. He's like contorting it and pushing it. Like this little ball of energy that's heating up everything inside here. He can take it. Seeing if this creature can. this really bright light, so I'm kind of drawing these like. I'll use a smear tool on this too, so that it Oops, wrong smear tool. Although that could kind of work, but I'd rather use something more blur based. I'll just go over those with some darker lines. Oops. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. It's not happy. It's just this big slime monster. It's just all it has is just two big eyes. They're kind of like half obscured in the slime. Do, 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 do. This is a fun concept, though. I think I gotta play with the pose and fix it a little bit. I think, but other than that, I'm liking how it's going so far. So since we're already an hour and a half in, I'm kind of want to move on to doing some panels before I finish, as a way to finish up. So let's go in and do some work on some pages. Where's a good page to work on? Maybe this? No, I keep picking this page. And this is the one page I can't do on stream because it's got so many things that need to be changed on it. Here's a good one. It's like, and it's good for like a short stream. I mean, a short bit of work, because it just needs to be polished up, and then it'll be good. Hello, thanks for dropping in. Thanks. Yeah, that was for July Fi. I was doing a goo is the prompt, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a slime monster for goo, and then just like have my VTuber engulfed and very angry. Maybe one of his horns is sticking out. Before that, I was doing some D&D prompts, and I had like this like half orc barbarian, and then I made her like, oops, I didn't finish this. I forgot to do that. I gave her a pole arm because I thought that'd be kind of cool. Because I don't think people usually. I haven't seen too many people use those as on D&D characters. Just surprising because you can. Because people usually, I guess, like other weapons. Maybe it's the Dark Souls in me, but I always like bigger, further reach. Is what I prefer. But, so that was her, and then I did a Kobold Paladin and a dwarf that was a High Scholar mage. So I did and I gave him a familiar of a raven. So I thought I'm pretty happy with this kobold because I don't draw them much. Actually, this is the first one I've really drawn this far because I have attempted before, but I've never gotten that far. So, and I'm giving him Richard's my favorite mace to draw, the flanged mace. So that I think he came out pretty good. So those are the things I worked on tonight so far. So now I think I'm just gonna bounce between this and working on the comic pages. Oops. Need to find a good picture of someone underwater in a shirt. Because trying to convey it hasn't. Maybe I'll show the edges of this starting to melt, or like maybe it's starting to like the edges are starting to go like that. Which is why he's really letting loose with this spell. Which I'm going to put on a different layer because I don't want it to overlap. Let's see. There. Thank goodness for my key dial remote. One of these days I'll make my own electricity brush, but I just like to do it by hand usually. Maybe he's even hit himself with it and he doesn't care. He's just like, I'm so angry, I don't care if it hurts me. I'm getting out of this before it dissolves me. And I'll make it purple. Yeah, I'll make it a purple ooze, a little purple slime, because gelatinous cubes and all that are usually generally drawn as green, but I kind of want to try something different. So whoops. Put this on another layer. Lower its opacity. Whoops. Whee! This is fun. Yeah, I'm glad I went with purple. Or like a pink, kind of pinkish purple, kind of. Maybe that's adding to his anger. He's just like, I'm dying in this. Last thing I see is pink. Curses. Yeah, I like that. And then I can just put everything underneath it. Like all his colors can go underneath it. Do, 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 do. Oops. Hope everyone had everyone in the U.S. had if any of you are from here in the U.S., I hope you had a good 4th. If not, I hope you just had a really nice day yesterday. Since we had ours fireworks earlier in like last week, we last Sunday, it was pretty quiet last night. I'd only heard a few fireworks here and there, I think, but nothing. It wasn't too loud outside, so lucked out. This is one of the bad brushes. I'm not going to use this one. I found out that some of these brushes are really like hogs for memory, so I'm going to try and avoid those. Because that turned out to be what the issue was. I thought it was I thought it was the pen, but it turns out it's actually the brushes in the software are apparently eating up they require too much, and when I'm already using streaming software that likes to be a hog itself, it doesn't really work together well. Oops. Why is it? Oh, because purple. Oh, because blue. It's supposed to be. Just want to get this a little bit further, and then I'll switch back to the comic. Oops. Bigger. Well, no, not that big. not black. I'm gonna keep it light. He's gonna be doing like this, like really powerful, like blast of energy. One more layer and then we'll call it. Oops. I don't like that. You know, never mind. I'll do the rest later. Not that one. Let's work on this page. Harding brush. What's this one? We'll see. Maybe. What's this one? Let's try this. This is a nice one too, but I like this one the most. Wait, where'd that one go? This one. That's my favorite. Let's see. Where's my... Okay. Where's the... Hey, which layer am I... Yeah, this is right. Yeah, I don't like this. So I actually want to just make it lighter instead of changing it completely. And then I'll go in and just change your pose. I may have to change this again, but this is better than what it was. Make him a little taller in this shot anyway. Because she's kind of leaned back, like hunched over a little bit. So they're about the same height, actually. She's tall and skinny, so. Oops. Trying to choose a way for him to put his jacket on. The exciting part of a page composition. It was fine the way it was, actually. Sorry, the only problem with doing this on stream is that it takes concentration, so it's hard to talk and do this. But yeah, I hope that's not a problem. If it is, I can always switch back to the other thing. It's kind of why I did the start of the stream like that. Plus, it's a good way to warm up. I'll be right back. One moment. As well get some more water. I'll be one more moment. Okay. Alrighty. How are we doing on time? Yeah, I'll do it for till the 2-hour mark. So I got like 12 minutes left. That's it. Okay. the problem with this composition is it doesn't it tells part of the story, but maybe I should switch the view to the back of him, or well, here I'll show you what I mean. Maybe one more. I'll do a quick thumbnail of what I'm thinking, where she's kind of more here, framed a little bit by a doorway behind her, even partially, or like even like the window maybe could be behind her. Just so. And then a closer version of him. Like maybe I'll change the dialogue a little too, where he's where she wants to be hopeful, but she's saying something like it's several days away and we don't have. She doesn't have much time and she has no idea what's coming towards her. And then he's like, well, then we better get on our way, or something like that. And he's pulling on his coat as he's walking, just walking away, like, we don't have time for this. So there's no time to panic, we have to get to her fast. Maybe even like showing a little bit of concern on his face too, but he's trying to hide it as he's moving away fast. Kind of like he knows that this is going to be really hard, but he still wants to try anyway. Look, he can still be an angry look, but he's kind of like, he's angry because he's really nervous. Kind of thing. Yeah. Something like that would be kind of cool. It always feels weird where I flip my hand really quick and no, that doesn't work. It's kind of in her way. So maybe it's just going down this. something like that. So it's more like framing more of her and showing her concern. With this two-hand gesture, kind of like she's. Yeah, something kind of like that, maybe, where she's just kind of like really emphasizing that they don't have time to be, and she's really worried. And he's just, in the nicest way, just telling her to just suit up and get moving. To snap her out of it. I think it's just a little more epic, and it's kind of like that. Maybe like she's even got more of a concerned look, like when she's upset kind of look, and he's just already past upset to like take action. Like, yeah. So that's better. And that's a good place to call it, I think, because that's the thing about working on panels. It takes us a long time, but I think that was a worthwhile bit of construction for that one. I like the second panel a lot. I just need to color it back in, but like I like that dynamic angle of her looking at her phone in her pocket of her coat. Here, I'll show you. Before I end, I'll zoom in on that. Let's see. Did I? Oh, I know why. Because it's on this. Did I? No? Why is it? I guess it's not that. No. Sorry, I don't know where it... I guess I don't know where it is. Because it should be here, but it's not. That's just the line work. Okay, well, you can kind of see it there like that. Like I just wanted to kind of fix the hand, but otherwise, I like the pose. Where she's looking down at her phone, and it's like this extreme angle of her seeing like this notice on her phone. So yeah, this page's got some good angles, and I'm trying to mix it up as much as I can and avoid copying things too much. Like this one, I kind of flipped the perspective between these two, between 1 and 4, and yeah. Anyway, let's just go back over everything I've talked about today. I've been working outside of here. Earlier this week, I was working on this character, and I think it's coming along really nice. This guy's gonna be. I'm gonna do some stuff for my VTuber design based around this guy, and I started working on that. But so I'm gonna probably push him more to look like this, where he's got kind of a more cartoonized. I might even push it even further, like maybe push the shape of the torso even further to be like maybe like more like a V. That I might give him even broader shoulders, and then maybe even like I might make one, since it's about, if it's possible, it'd be cool if I could actually like kind of like Coraline, let it stretch so it becomes even more like that for the torso. Like he kind of does like the not the not mother, where he stretches out even further. Maybe like the claws get even bigger and sharper, or something like that. Which I played around with. Oops. And I'm working on some emotes for that channel too. Here's one for crying. There we go. It's like, no. Yeah. There's some fun different expressions for emotes, which are just like little emoticons that I'll make from the channel for people who aren't familiar. They're just like special things that people who subscribe to the channel can use. And I think there's a way to make it so that people who subscribe to this channel can have special ones, but I don't. I'll have to look into that. There must be a way. I think that's for join. I think that's for the join though, where you like do that, which I don't have the option of using yet for my channel. But yeah, I'll look into that anyway. And then I was working on that a little bit, and I think this one's pretty much done. It was just a fun like drawing I did of these two, like just chilling out for as a summer drawing for them. So I put like I put June in a summer dress, and I like how I added the notes. That's fun. I was pretty happy with those. But let's see, what else was I doing? That one's not. Oh, here's the I've been working on this today a little bit, and last night as well. Like I'm trying to like just raise the opacity of the wings to show that he's changing more, and more spikes are coming out of the clothing on the other side now, and like I added my drawing glove on his hand, and I've lightened his arm to kind of match the eventual like upgrade to the VTuber. Although I think let me see. I think I have a. Nope. Whoa. Nope. No. Could have sworn I had a layer. Is it? Yeah. Where I darkened it a little bit, and that's probably closer to what it's going to be like. Where it's like this. It's still a dark hand, but it's like. I'm trying to put more white and like, or like a light blue in his design. And this little fella down here is gonna be in one of the corners, I think, as a little animated creature. I think just for something else. Maybe up above. Maybe he'll be like on a mirror. Like, let's see. It's really quick before I call it. Like maybe we'll make it so that like I'm in this corner, and then above me is the image, but maybe the image is like in a mirror, and like he's up against the mirror or something, like clawing at it or something, or just sleeping in front of it, and his tail just wags back and forth or something like that. Maybe not. In any case, I do want to change the UI, the interface of the channel too, so that's why I'm just showing this really quick. Just to show that, like, to give you more to look at around my drawings, kind of like make like maybe like the bottom part's like a forest floor, and there'll be like mushrooms around him that'll be sitting in. Kind of like a fairy circle. It's just a thought. Anyway. And then I'll come up with something else for like what all this is here. Because I just want to make it so that, like, this area over here behind him is all blacked out. Just so that I don't lose, because I'm losing, I feel like I'm losing a lot of space here with what's over there, because right now it's nothing for you that you get to enjoy, because it's just my actions and my layers, which, I mean, maybe some people want to see that, but I can't imagine a lot of people do. So might as well just find something fun to cover them with anyway. So that's what I'll probably be working on this weekend, is those things, just things for the channel, and doing some line work on some new pages so that on Wednesday I can do some more pages, and probably do another prompt, and then finish those character drawings by putting them in more dynamic poses. Maybe I'll try a group pose, just because because the three of them seem like they would be pretty cool together, and it would be fun to do that kind of challenge. So, thanks everyone who came in and watched this and chatted with me and stopped and said even hi. I really appreciate any kind of interaction, is always welcome. So I'll see you all on next Wednesday, but I will have a video up on earlier in the week, probably Monday. Sometimes it comes out on Tuesday, but it's for my Twitch VOD. I'll have that up. And if you want to just come by that, tomorrow I'll be doing that at 7 p.m. So I look forward to seeing you either on next Wednesday or tomorrow if you want to come over there. So have an excellent rest of your weekend, and